Hey, I am so glad that you made the decision to make a change in your life. And I am so glad that you decided to partner with us. I'm thrilled to be working with you. Um, I wanted to give you a few simple starting tips. Okay, so I'm going to go through about 5 or 6 different things to do right now to set you up for success in your weight loss journey. And the first tips that I have are mindset first. So this is going to be a weight loss journey. We didn't get to the weight we currently are at by just kind of waking up one day and poof, here we are. I mean, it might feel that way, but it took a while for us to get, for our bodies to change and for us to gain the weight and then not be able to lose it. So either we had kids or we had stress or whatever it may be. But the good news is that you can lose the weight. You deserve to lose the weight. And I want to just set your expectation right now that you can lose the weight that you want, how you want to lose it. And so here is a little bit of simple mind tips. Don't compare yourself. Okay. That's one of the first things is that, if Aunt Sally so and so said, oh my gosh, I lost 50 pounds in 2 weeks. I don't want you to worry about, well, okay, so what if I don't lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks? Am I doing it wrong? No, you're not doing it wrong. What is going on is that every body is different. Every person is different. Their experiences are different. The way that their body is shaped, processes things, all completely different. Your journey is your journey. So don't look around. Don't compare yourself. I want you to stay positive and optimistic because you can do this. The second thing is there is accountability for you with this system that you just purchased. So I'm going to go over the system in just a little bit, plus some extra tools that can help you out. But first of all, the accountability group, I wanted to show it to you really quick, and I'm going to share my screen, and it's going to look a little messy. Um, let's see. Do, do, do. Share a portion of my screen. Okay, let's see if this works. But where you find our group, oh, that's not working. Okay. Where you can find our group is the Empower Lifestyle Community. So I will drop the link below this video. That way you can find it easily. But if you still can't figure it out, just send me a quick message and I will, you should have been invited to it. So I'll show you how to get there. If you are watching this video because someone else shared it for you, just refer back to your person, your social marketer. They will get you connected into the group. They will offer that support, that accountability. And one of the things that we really, really do want you to know is that we are there for you. We've been there. We've struggled with weight, we've struggled with mindset, or we've just needed some accountability at one point or another, whether it was for weight loss or something else. And so we can provide that accountability for you to help you reach your goals. That's one of the biggest tools that you can put in your tool belt. So other things that you can do are having the right nutrition, having the right movement, having the right motivation. The more you can stack the chips in your favor, the quicker you'll find your results, the better your results will be, and the better you'll feel about everything, about your whole journey. So, like I said, lifestyle changes are a little bit part of this because everything that you've done up to now has led you to where you are. And so now to move on from where you are, there's going to be a little bit of changes. So getting the right supplements is one of the changes. There are other lifestyle changes that we recommend. And so one of those is, for example, reducing or eliminating white flour, eliminating or reducing sugar. And there are several other lifestyle changes. So when you go into the Empower Lifestyle Community, Unit 1 is going to show you the quick start guide on what to do when you're first starting and what are some of our recommendations to just stack the chips more in your favor, stack the odds more in your favor. We want you to succeed. I mean, that is our whole goal for providing that community and for chatting with you about the supplements. We want you to succeed. So use that tool, use that community, go in there, ask your questions. If for some reason I'm not available or your social marketer is not available, don't hesitate, get in that community, talk about your wins, talk about your, your experiences, ask your questions. We are all there to support you. Another thing is, so set your goal. So I want you to understand that these changes are not forever. Like if you give up sugar right now, if that's one of your lifestyle changes that you want to work on, or if you want to increase your water intake right now to like 100 ounces or at least half your body weight in ounces, we should be doing that anyway. But or if you want to, eliminate white flour, it's not a forever thing. Once you reach your goal weight, you can add some of those things back in, or you can have what we sometimes call a cheat meal, which is not really cheating. I mean, that's a choice to do a meal like that. So that's okay. But for a time, just set your intention that you're going to make at least 3 of those lifestyle choices in addition to using your products super consistently. So here's one tip. The body does not like to start and stop something. Starting and stopping, or not eating meals regularly enough, like starving ourselves, or eating every time we're super hungry, even though we just ate. Things like that are things that will cause your body to just get super confused and go into fat storage mode, which is not what we want. So one of the things that we want to do is to ease the body into it, right? So ease your nutrition, like make some small changes here and there, use your product super consistently. If you can get to at least 3 months on your products just very steadily, your body's going to love you for it, because it is absorbing it, and the body just takes some time sometimes to make changes. All right, so let's see. Let's talk about how to use products really quick. So this is the handy dandy trim, right? So this is the brownie batter in a spoon. You probably got that in your box. This one is the burn. So you got that in your box too. And this is the activate. So that's your set. Most people also add in a few extra things. So I brought them here with me, just again, stacking those chips in your favor. But let's talk about these core ones first. So the activate, when you open it up, you've got these little packets right here. So these are going to need to be mixed in water. So you're going to pour the whole thing in. It's just a 3-day cleanse. That's not going to make you run to the bathroom, because nobody wants that. But it's going to help kind of sweep out your gut of just some yucky stuff that might have been stored there, some toxins that might have just kind of hung out, made a home there. We want to clean all that out. That way your metabolism gets to working and it doesn't have any hindrances. So you wanted to take those one a day for 3 days. We take them at night. And we're going to put them in about 8 ounces of water, stir it up really quick, and then chug it really quick. It'll get a little thick. The mixture will get a little thick the longer it stays there. That's because of the psyllium husk in there. That's okay. That's normal. It's just that it's easier to go down if it is not thick. So just, stir it real good and then chug it. It tastes like spicy lemonade, so it's not a bad taste at all. But if for some reason you're not a big fan of the taste, that's okay. It's only 3 days, right? Once a month. So there you go. And then the next thing you're going to do is so that's at night. So the first night you receive your products, you take that and then you go to bed. Then in the next morning, you're going to eat something. You eat a healthy breakfast. Protein breakfast protein is going to be your best friend right now. Protein snacks, protein breakfast, they keep you full longer. And as your metabolism speeds up, it's going to make you kind of feel like you're hungry, even though you're not. It's just possibly a new feeling for your body. So if you have to have a snack, a protein snack is going to help keep that metabolism going. And it's not going to have you put on some weight. If you're snacking on bread or chips, that's not going to help you. So protein's your best friend right now. So in the morning, after eating some sort of protein breakfast, you're going to take this one. You can take one and then work up to all three, or you can take all three at once. It kind of depends on you, but the dosage is 3 per day is what you want to work up to. So however that looks for you. So I take 2 in the morning, 1 at lunch. That way it kind of gives me that boost in the afternoon, gives me a little bit of energy there. So, or I have some people that just cannot for the life of them remember to take it in the afternoon, which is totally fine. I've been there. So they take all 3 in the morning with a meal, with breakfast. If you are doing intermittent fasting or something like that along with these, I've had some customers do that. Breakfast is basically whenever you wake up, whenever you break your fast, whenever you're eating some food, you just take that. So it doesn't matter if it's at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., or 11 a.m., you just take that when you wake up. Same thing if you work a night shift. If you're working a night shift and you normally wake up later in the day so that you can work all night, then you take this right after you wake up with whatever your first meal is after your biggest, longest sleep. So hopefully that helps a little bit. So you're going to take that. Also, at the same time, you're going to take your trim. 1 tablespoon in the morning is all you need. If you are also taking BioCell, which I highly recommend because that's going to help you also decrease the inflammation in your body. So the BioCell bottles look like, I don't have one with me, sorry, but the BioCell bottles look like a dark brown bottle. That's really good for like joint health. It's really good for head tension, things like that. And it's really also going to help you maximize your results. So if you did get that with your set, then that is taken at night, right before or right after you take the Activate. Okay. So you're going to take the trim in the morning, BioCell at night. Okay. Now, what we most of us take also, these are some of the things that would be super helpful. Reach them right there. All right. So if you're not taking a good multivitamin, we know that our food, however organic or amazing it is a little bit depleted of vitamins. So if your body is struggling because it doesn't have, all the nutrients that it needs, I do recommend taking a multivitamin. This one's methylated, which means that it's also good and healthy for people with that gene mutation that we all like to see as a cuss word. So that's a common one to add on to this pack. Also, another one we like to add on is the carb blocker. So how you're going to take this is whatever your biggest meal of the day is, that's when you take it right before, about 5 minutes or so. So when you're cooking or when you're warming up your meal, you just take those and then you start eating 5 minutes later. You take 3. So the directions are on the back of the bottle. What that will do is it just kind of slows down the absorption of the carbs so it doesn't turn into fat. Okay, and then this is also a super popular one is digestive enzymes. We also like to pair that with the probiotics that I totally have, but totally forgot to bring up here. So if you did get the probiotic Pixie Sticks, I like to take my probiotic in the evening. I also like to take my digestive enzymes with the carb blocker with the biggest meal of the day. It just helps the food not just sit there and then turn into something yucky and then slows down your weight loss. So that should be helpful right there. I think, and I had to mention this, it's one of my favorites. Because I'm a mom and sometimes, moms just need a little bit more mental focus and a little bit more energy. This is a fun drink. You just open up a little packet, stick it in your water. I stick it in a big mason jar. That way I get my water in and it adds a little bit of flavor to it. Totally boosts your focus, totally boosts your energy without giving you a crash at the end. All right, so we went over quite a few things. We went over your products. We went over your mindset. We went over, setting your goals, adding in some lifestyle changes that'll stack the chips in your favor so you get like better results faster. We also mentioned drinking a lot, at least half your body weight in ounces. We also mentioned, eating small, regular meals and a lot of protein in between. That way it keeps your blood sugar balanced and you don't get that blood sugar crash, which also would work against you. So eating more regularly works in your favor. And we talked about how to use the products, reducing your toxic load. I wanted to touch on that as well as one other thing. So reducing your toxic load. If you have a lot of like a lot of toxins are in our makeup or in our skincare or in our house cleaning things. And so just check out what we have, everything that's on the website associated with your account. You do get a discount on what you purchase on SmartShip. And so I would just encourage you to take advantage of that. If you can get your cleaning products for like a super discounted price, and they're non-toxic, it's going to help your health overall. It's going to help, add that shit to your weight loss, add in that extra boost for you so that your body works with you and is not just out there trying to fight all this other stuff. So check that out. And the last thing I will say, go check out the Empower Lifestyle community. Use that tool. We've got that in there so that you can be supported, you can be encouraged, you can have the steps for what to do. And then two other things, throw away the scale and take your measurements right now, like right after this video. That's why I wanted to mention those two last. Your scale is going to lie to you. It'll tell you that you've lost a pound and gained a pound, and it'll be all random. And if you'll take a look at some of the testimonies inside the group, you'll see that some people weigh the exact same, but they look like they've lost 2 pant sizes. That's sometimes what can happen. So the ultimate goal is for you to feel good, have more energy, and feel happy with your body. If you lose 2 pant sizes, but your scale stays the same, that's a great win. So we just want to throw away the scale for now and just use measurements. So make sure you measure yourself. It's all in that first unit. And just know we are inside the Empower Lifestyle community. We're all cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. I'm available if you need anything, have any questions after this video. You got this.